So I decided to do my fourth project on Monet and his home and garden, where he got a lot of inspiration for his pieces. So first, we're going to talk about Claude Monet. He was a founding figure of the Impressionist movement and was famous for his mastery of light and color. In 1883, Monet moved to Giverny, a small village in northern France, where he spent the last 43 years of his life. He transformed his home and garden into a living canvas. Giverny became Monet's residence and sanctuary, where he found endless natural inspiration. The beginning of Monet's garden in Giverny, his home became a blend of residence and a studio with large windows overlooking his garden, allowing natural light to flood the space. The studio was designed to accommodate the large canvases, especially for his expansive landscapes. Monet worked in this space for hours, capturing both the intimate moments of his daily surroundings and the scenes of nature. Monet's garden was designed as an artistic expression of color, light, and texture. The two main parts of his garden were the flower garden and the water garden, which was a pond and had lots and lots of water lilies. Monet designed and maintained the garden to experiment with the way different flowers and plants interacted with light and shadows. Water lilies was a common theme with Monet. The water lily pond was a central motif in Monet's later career, symbolizing his fascination with light, reflection, and the passage of time. Monet painted this pond in different seasons and lighting conditions, capturing its transformation. His water lily series consisted of over 250 paintings and remains his most famous and profound work. Monet's approach to color in his flower garden was revolutionary. He could paint flowers in colors that complemented one another, such as purple irises and yellow daffodils. The garden was always changing, much like Monet's own evolving style, which shifted from precise details to more expressive, loose brushstrokes. The photo on the screen is Poppy Field in Giverny. It is a great example of how Monet captured the energy and vibrancy of his flower garden. Over the years, Monet's work evolved alongside his garden. In his early years, he focused on realistic depictions of the garden, but he later embraced a more abstract approach. By the time he painted his water lilies, Monet had shifted from capturing a single moment to expressing an ongoing, changing scene through the medium of color and light. Monet's home was decorated with a mix of items, reflecting his personal taste and artistic interests. One of the most notable collections was the Japanese print, which had a significant influence on his compositions. These prints were hung throughout his home alongside his own works. In the final decade of Monet's life, his health began to deteriorate, but he remained devoted to his garden and his art. Despite suffering from cataracts that affected his vision, Monet continued to paint the water lilies using vivid colors and large brushstrokes. His last work, such as the picture we see on the screen, were monumental and reflected his desire to express the serenity and beauty of his garden. Monet's home and garden were inseparable from his artistic process. They served not only as his sanctuary, but as his greatest source of inspiration. His careful curation of nature and his ability to observe and capture fleeting moments of light and color revolutionized the art world, solidifying his place as one of the greatest artists in history. And these are my 4 references.